understand the topic 31, that is how to calculate magnetic field or questions based on magnetic field calculation. So before going to that, first thing, how to find direction of B bar. There are mainly two elements will come, one is linear element, one is circular element. For linear element, the direction is, thumb should be in the direction of current and curling gives the direction of magnetic field. And in case of circular element, curling should be in the direction of current, thumb gives the direction of magnetic field. In a simple way I will tell you, if there is an upward current, then right side inward, left side outward. And if there is a downward current, then this will become inward, this side outward. Now if there is a rightward current, here outward and below the wire inward. And if there is a leftward current, then here inward, here outward, below the wire outward, opposite. If you remember this you will get. If you remember this, you will get this. And if there is an clockwise current, then the field is inward. If there is an anti-clockwise, then the field is outward. Dot means outward, cross means inward. Remember this thing first. Then remember the data like, if there is a finite wire and at any distance r, where the edges are making an angle alpha and beta, elevation angle, then here the magnetic field along the horizontal, only horizontal component is mu naught I by 4 pi r sin alpha plus sin beta. This is only x component. If you want y component also, it will become mu naught by 4 pi r cos alpha minus cos beta. But if the same wire, if you take it as infinitely long, then at same distance, as length increasing, angle also increases. At infinity means alpha, beta both become 90 degrees. Like this. So as distance, length increases, angle also increasing. Infinity means what maximum it can go? 90. So approximately alpha, beta 90. Then the magnetic field, this becomes 0. Y component becomes 0. Cos 90, 0. But sin 90, 1 plus 1, 2. So it will become mu naught I by 2 pi r. One formula, second formula. And other one, circular element. Circular element, if you consider, due to a circular at center, the magnetic field is mu naught I by 2r, where r is the radius, I is the current. And if there are n number of turns, then multiply with n. And if there is a sector having current I of radius r, then at the center the magnetic field is mu naught I by 4 pi r times theta. Full circle means 2 pi. So if you substitute 2 pi, pi get cancelled, it will come this. So this is the generalized formula for any circular element. So there is one linear element, there is one circular element. So the question combination asked based on this only. So remember these two things and try to solve. So let me explain you one question so that you can understand how to solve the questions based on this. Consider one simple element only. First, so find the magnetic field at this point where this is r. Now this is a semicircle, this is semi-infinite, this is one semi-infinite. For infinite, alpha and beta both are 90. But semi-infinite means one side 90, one side 0. See here. The point is at extreme end. So one side angle is 0, but the other side angle is 90. So one is 0, one is 90. So semi-infinite means alpha 0, beta 90. And if there is a wire and if the point lies along the line of wire, then there is no magnetic field, because according to Biot-Savart law. Now here the given current element you try to divide into parts, like this is one part, 1, this is another one, 2, this is another one, 3. Now find B1, B2, B3 separately. B1, the point is on the line, so 0. B1, 0. This is semicircle. So what is B2? Due to circular element mu naught I by 4 pi r theta pi. Inward or outward? Clockwise. Clockwise means what? Inward. Then this is semi-infinite. Current is downward. For downward current, left side, inward. So B3 is mu naught I by 4 pi r sin 0 plus sin 90. How much? Mu naught I by 4 pi r. But this is also inward. So both are inward means both are similar direction. Then what is the resultant will become? B2 plus B3. This is the resultant magnetic field. This is how you have to solve. Now let me explain one more question so that you can understand in better way. Consider one circular element. This one circular element. Now you have to find the magnetic field here, and this value is R, this value is R, this value is R. So there is 1, 2, 3 circular elements. One is of radius R, one is 2R, one is 3R. So 1, 2, 3. Now B1 mu naught I by 4 pi r. They will give this angle theta. B2 mu naught I by 4 pi. Sorry. What is the radius for this one? 3r. And what is the radius for this one? 2r. Theta. What is B3? What is the radius for this one? Only r. Mu naught I by 4 pi r theta. So 3 circular elements are there, so 3 fields I have taken, but angle is same. But here one is this one and this one, both clockwise. Clockwise means what? Inward. And this is outward, so because anti-clockwise. So add these two and subtract this one. So resultant will become B1 plus B3 minus B2. Don't consider these elements, because this, if you consider the line, the point is on the line. This also same, the point is on the line. So what is the field due to this and this? 0. So like that, you divide the given element into parts and take the individual field and represent the direction, then go for the vector addition, because the magnetic field is a vector. And sometimes the questions also can be asked based on Ampere circuital law, where for any closed loop, if there are multiple currents, let's take the total net current within the loop is I net, and the magnetic field on the loop at any point is B, then line integral for this closed path is mu naught times I net. So that here, if you consider one question like one thick wire, not thin wire, of radius capital R, then this is the axis of the wire, cylindrical shape. Now they can ask you the magnetic field at any point inside, at any point outside, where the current is passing through its surface, some capital I current. Now when you consider a point inside, only small circular surface area you have to consider. So this I is the current for the whole circle, whole area, big one. But this is the only small circle we are considering. So within this, the net current you consider some I dash. Then I is the current for total area, I dash is the current for pi r square. Calculate, cross multiply. I dash will become I r square by r square. Now you got total net current within this closed loop. Like Gaussian surface, this is called Amperian loop. Then if you take line integral mu naught I dash, So B, what is dl? Length is 2 pi r equal to mu naught. What is I dash? I r square by r square. So B is mu naught r cancel I r by 2 pi r square. So B is proportional to r. The magnetic field is directly proportional to distance from the axis for any point inside. Now for any point outside, if you consider, if you imagine a circular loop, total current is within that. Then you can take it like a thin wire also, because a thin wire at a distance r, then what is the magnetic field you can take? Mu naught I by 2 pi r. Or else if you imagine Amperian loop, then B bar dot dl will become integration B bar dot dl equal to B 2 pi r equal to mu naught. What is the net current within this? Total current I. Then what is B will become? Mu naught I by 2 pi r. So this is how you can solve the questions related to Ampere's law. So the same thing you can also represent with a graph, that is magnetic field and here distance from the axis. Within the wire the field is proportional to r, so passing through origin, and after that inversely proportional to r. As r increases, B decreases. As r tends to infinity, B will become 0. So this is the graphical representation of magnetic field, and that is maximum on the surface capital R at a distance capital R, nothing but on the surface. So this is how you can solve the questions related to what? Magnetic field. One is based on Biot-Savart's law and another one is Ampere-Circuital law. So please remember the basic data and try as many current elements as possible so that you can get perfection. So hope you all understood how to deal with such questions. Thank you.